This is Festival Sounds. I'm Tilly.
And I'm Bilal.
And we are back.
I don't know if the mic is in the right place. Is it? Is this too close?
Is this too close?
I know it's been a minute.
We're going to do some lineup chat today. There's been quite a few lineups out. Very exciting. We're going to talk about which one's most excited for.
And which festivals we're going to.
Which ones we're going to. It's so exciting.
And I think we should have a new segment and we should discuss, are you being a bit Timothée Chalamet?
To Timmy or not to Timmy?
A quote from Timothée Chalamet. I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though nobody cares about this anymore. All respect to the ballet and opera people out there. That's the quote that I'm reading here. And I did see it. And I could see his face thinking, what am I doing?
Why am I
still saying this? But my question to you, Tilly, is...
It's like when someone says, no offence, but, and then says something really offensive.
Whenever the word respect is in a sentence, it's
or due respect. No, there's no due respect.
Downhill and sideways at the same time. But are you still Team Timmy?
I mean, I'm always Team Timmy. I love that man. And his the June advert where he's doing that cool war chant sounds incredible. So he could say whatever he wants about ballet and I will like him anyway.
I saw that June trailer and I thought, oh, I'm looking forward to this film. And then you told me that he did that, I don't know how to describe it, mesmerizing chant in the background.
Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? It's like, that's the best bit of the advert. I mean, there's some cool bits of the advert, but I think that's the best bit. So, big up. I can't wait for Timmy to put his tutu on.
Advert.
Trailer. Wrong thing.
Proving that we're out of touch here. I love that film advert.
Love that film advert. Yeah. I was a bit too Timothy there, to be honest.
You did a Timmy.
I did.
I thought the backlash was hilarious. Don't be so sensitive, people.
Yeah,
he's a Hollywood actor.
I think it was funny, and I feel like you can watch him like realize what he said was not what he wanted to say, and then he was like, "Oh, I think I've just lost like 2% of my followers, haha," and it was just like, "Oh dear." But you know, I think he needs to go and see a ballet, and then everyone will love him again.
You love ballet, don't you?
I don't mind ballet. I mean, I'm not a ballet expert. I would consider myself on the spectrum of ballet to Timmy. I am towards the Timmy end. But, you know, I don't mind a bit of ballet every now and again.
And how about opera?
Less for the opera, but that's okay. It's not for me. That's fine.
Let them enjoy the opera.
Let them enjoy it.
And the only thing I would say, I mean, I'm no expert here. I think it's now on, I don't think it's on Timmy to do anything now. I think it's on the people in ballet and opera to take what they do to festivals. And what I want to see is opera being performed at 12 o'clock, opening up the stage at Reading and Leeds.
Yeah, I tell you what would really stick it to the Timmy if they did like a ballet opera performance to a song by Bob Dylan. I think that would be so funny.
Screw you, Timmy. Just as a sign off.
This one's for you.
But that's how you counter it, right? He says nobody cares about it. Put ballet at festivals. Put opera at festivals. Maybe not 8-9 o'clock at night, all right? You don't want beer cans flying everywhere in celebration because they're enjoying it so much. That's what I meant. But put it on the stages and let people enjoy it and let people fall in love with it and maybe they'll go.
Yeah, I mean, I love a bit of, classical music at a festival. I watched this really funny video of, I think it was at Boomtown a couple of years ago, and there's like an orchestra doing like Mozart and the crowd are going literally crazy. They're moshing to it, like they are loving it.
And it can work, and I'm all for that. And the whole point of me going to festivals is to see different types of music.
So true. So, Timmy, we'll catch you at Reading and Leeds in the opera tent.
Do you know what? I would love nothing more than like an opera tent somewhere. I bet you there's some upbeat opera that you can dance to. There must be. No, because people talk about every genre of music or every art form and they think it's just one thing. But maybe there is. Maybe there's trance opera. I don't know.
That could be. We'll have to wait and see what...
You'll find me in that tent. 1 a.m.
The opera.
Throwing my beer can up in the air.
They bring people from the crowd up to do a bit of ballet and there was like, me!
Ballet is beautiful and I see no reason why it shouldn't be part of a festival scene. Why not?
That would be cool. That would be... I feel like we've got a really good new... festival idea, so you can have that one for free, guys. You're welcome.
Yeah, and it's going to sell loads of tickets, and that's going to prove Timothy wrong. The only other thing I would say about the backlash is I would quote from Rick and Morty: "Those boos shouldn't affect you. You should hear who these people cheer for." It's a line from Rick and Morty.
I saw the funniest meme about Timothée Chalamet as well. It was like, for a man who's like hating on ballet and opera, you've just spent 9 months of your life promoting ping pong.
Was that the film? Is it a ping pong film?
Oh, it's about table tennis. Yeah. I mean, it's not really, but it is. And yeah, so that just made me laugh. So just don't take yourself too seriously, basically.
I mean, that's range. To go from the Dune, like, fanatic leader to ping
table
pong.
tennis, yeah, pretty much.
We're going to get messages that ping pong isn't table tennis now. You know that happens.
Yeah,
okay,
sorry, everyone. Sorry.
It's a festival podcast. We're not sporting experts. And perhaps, arguably, not ballet or opera experts.
Or Timothée Chalamet experts, but...
Yeah, here we are with 2 mics. What the hell is going on? Should we talk about festivals?
Let's do it.
What is the first festival that you're going to this summer?
The first festival I'm going to is Boomtown, I believe. I'm so excited.
The lineup is out.
Oh my gosh, the lineup is... I mean, we have just had a little look at some lineups, and maybe I'm biased because I have a ticket, but Boomtown lineup is the best I've seen from all of the festival lineups so far. For me, for my taste, I just straight away look at the lineup and I think Kneecap, yes. Scissor Sisters, yes. Madness, double yes. Get me a bit of madness. That'll be so funny. Venga Boys, yes. Like, this is good.
I've just realised that you and I are not going to spend any time together at Boomtown.
But also,
go enjoy the Venga Boys.
Yes.
Yeah,
Faithless,
go enjoy Shaggy.
Quartet.
Okay, right. Okay, so on Faithless, our friends at Lakefest kindly invited us to Lakefest, and we're going to do an episode on Lakefest because I really enjoyed it. On the Saturday night, Faithless headlined, and that set was incredible.
Was it good?
It was. There was like a nice homage to the lovely lead singer who passed away, Maxi Jazz.
Oh no, I know it. I could.
Is he called Maxi Jazz? Oh my
I could
God,
not tell you the name.
Disrespect. Because I was saying how much I love him. Yeah, it was Maxi Jazz. Yeah, I'm on his Wikipedia now, which is heartbreaking because that voice is an iconic British dance voice. They put on such a good show that it ended up being one of those nights that you just get swept away by the music, and they were the ones who started it off with the headline set.
Aww.
So we will do a Lakefest chat, but Faithless at Boomtown I think is going to be a different level. It's going to be incredible.
I really think they're doing a good job of like diversifying. I know that's what they said they wanted to do, was kind of branch out and obviously keep those late night options, because that is obviously, you know, what everyone thinks of when they think of Boomtown. But I feel like by including like Madness, Scissor Sisters, they've got like Venga Boys, I feel like they've got a lot of good sing-alongs. I'm really excited to have a good sing-along.
A Boomtown sing-along, that's why you're going to Boomtown?
Yeah, and for the storyline and for the vibes and for that hill, because I love doing all of that walking uphill.
You did message me to say, have you seen the storyline for Boomtown? And I read it and was immediately confused.
That's why it's good. That's why it's good.
Into it.
Yeah, the storyline.
We are. Our WhatsApps are a bit messed up at the moment, but we are talking about what we can take to Boomtown to trade with people, and we might take some festival sounds, like not merch, but something.
Yeah,
that we can
I want to make some stuff as well.
Out.
I want to make some like festival sounds. I want it to be like
you want to crochet some festival sounds merch.
I don't want it to be like really like festival sounds. Listen to us, but I want it to be like subtly festival sounds. You know, so if somebody traded it and got it, like if you know, that kind of thing. Because I just think it would be cool to have like subtle festival sounds things going around. Like, I don't know, some like bracelets. Like I could just do some bead bracelets or something. Depends how much time I need to set aside for this.
We will do hundreds of them, whatever we do, just because it's fun. But obviously that's not going to be hundreds if it's £10 a pop.
Yeah. You know. I'm going for the crafting theme. So
Instagram us some ideas, or TikTok. Send us a message on DMs on TikTok and just tell us what you think we should do.
Yeah.
Our messages, at one point I said, should we just get some water bottles made up? And that might not be practical.
It's going to be expensive.
Just carrying 100 water bottles around in a rucksack.
Yeah. But no, Boomtown looks unreal. Some of the other lineups that I thought looked so good were Reading and Leeds.
No, that's not what they're called, Tilly.
Sorry. Pepsi presents Reading and Leeds.
TM.
It's just a shame it's in Reading and Leeds, but it's so...
Oh, you take it back.
Oh,
you take it back. I've been to Leeds and it's a lovely festival. I mean, I was old even then when I went, but I really liked it.
Yeah, I liked it when I went. I just know I probably wouldn't like it now, but that's fine. I feel like I've graduated past Reading and I've moved on to bigger and better things, but not better than the lineup, because the lineup is really good. The lineup is Charlie XCX, Chase and Status, Dave, Florence and the Machines, Bontains DC, Ray, Skepta, Somber, blah, 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 blah. That sounds really good.
I saw Ray a couple of weeks ago at Co-op Live in Manchester, and it's a very good show, right? The whole performance, the band and the singers and the backing singers, all of that. It's brilliant. It got a bit flat in the middle though.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, you're kind of losing the crowd, because there was this little chatty segment and then there was a piano-y song, like a solo-ish piano-y song. And then there was a bit where she was singing on her knees. And the transition from something that was quite upbeat to a very mellow 20 minutes in the middle. You know my attention span, right? For the people who were there who are massive Ray fans, they were all over it. For a festival person, I was like, is there another venue I can just pop into?
I think we get a bit like I don't know, I feel like you need a different mindset for going to a gig to do a festival, because festival sets are like hit after hit. It's probably a shorter set. You probably don't know every single word and you're like, oh, I finally know this one. Whereas like, I feel like a gig, you got to like get nitty and gritty with the slow ones, and you've got to power through to get to the hits, you know? And I always think that. Sometimes I'm at a big gig and I'm like, oh, I don't know this one. And I'm like, that's okay. You're allowed to not know this one.
Yeah, I get that. There was also a problem that I went on an impulse 24 hours before I saw there was a ticket available. This is classic
Bilal.
I just bought a ticket and I went. I thought, well, why not? And it turns out our friend Katie from the How to Propose at a Festival episode, she was stood 20 meters away. No I realised afterwards when I saw all of her Instagram. And I was like,
I love Katie.
So
we love Katie.
Because I could have ruined her night by just showing up again. Can I hang out with you now?
Yeah. And then been like, during the boring one, being like, Katie, this is so boring.
Can I complain about this gig that you've been looking forward to for so long?
You were probably just you probably weren't in the right frame of mind. You probably should have got down on your knees as well, and it maybe would have got you more in touch with the song,
Yeah, that's me, because that's just what I am. Do you know what I did? I left about 15 minutes early, and I went to this amazing jazz club in Manchester called Matt and Fred's.
Nice.
And I knew they had a set running till about 11, so I was like, I'll just watch an hour of jazz, and that'll just balance me out.
After some jazz break. So basically you had double jazz in one night.
It was a good night. It's a good night. Look, so me saying it was a little bit like the energy dropped doesn't mean that she's a bad performer. I think she's great.
No, she's brilliant.
I would go see her again. It's just my critique, based on having zero knowledge about the music industry.
Yeah, but I think she'd be really good at a festival. I can imagine. I feel like her most recent album has been really well received, so I feel like she'll get a lot of people singing along, which would be nice.
I'm really cynical about celebrities generally, but she seems like a really nice person.
She does seem nice, yeah. No,
and I'm worried I've let my guard down, and she's going to let me down. You're going to see her like being mean to someone. And I'll be like, damn it, I trusted you, Ray. How could you do this to me?
I shouldn't have put my name behind you.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, that lineup, I agree. It's a really, really good lineup. And it's a shame I can't go there because I'll be at Shambhala that weekend.
Yeah. Another Pepsi Presents, actually, which I didn't realise Pepsi's on a bit of a roll this year, but Pepsi also presents Transmit Festival, which has another cracking lineup, I think, actually.
Right, you can hear my clicks here. Let me click on that lineup.
Pepsi Presents Transmit has got Wolf Alice, Kasabian, Luz Capaldi. He's getting around this year. He's doing well. He's back.
He's back.
Amy McDonald, CMAP, Two Door Cinema Club, English Teacher, New Dad.
Can I give a shout out to CMAT?
Yeah.
Because she did like one of our stories on Instagram. And I was like, oh, did I not tell you?
No.
Oh, sorry. How has this not come up?
Oh my God, CMAT liked our Instagram story.
We spent an evening watching Mumford and Sons in Bath together. We had a pub lunch beforehand, and I forgot to mention this. She liked one of our
posts. Would have made my night even better than Mumford and Sons made my night. And that was a good gig.
Oh my God.
Marcus Mumford, if you can hear this, I love you so much.
Honestly, listeners, she was saying this in the gig, and it was a small gig. There was only 1,000 people there.
Yeah.
And I have not seen you drool over an artist as much as you did that night.
Yeah, my boyfriend's well aware that, like, if Marcus Mumford had been like, come on, Tilly, let's go, I would have run away. I would have been gone. No, it was so good. I really enjoyed it. I thought they were really good. And I thought their little chats in between the songs were they were short, but really funny. Like, they were very to the point.
No, I'm not the biggest fan. No, sorry, that sounded bad.
Get out.
There's a reason I didn't say it on the night. It's not my go-to. For example, if I just reach for these two things, they sent me a couple of copies of the album as well. These are yours.
Yay!
Which I just need to post to you. But mine is still sealed. So mine is here still.
To be fair,
there's a third one in the wrapper.
Who actually uses CDs anymore? So is that...
I have one CD in my car. It's the only CD that's ever been in my car. And I only got hold of it a year ago when I went to a Marabou State album launch party. And they were like, here, have a free copy of the CD. I was like, great.
Yeah, I feel like
it's now the only CD I own.
It's the only time people use them anymore is like in old cars or like old stereos and things. Like, I feel like nobody really does CDs anymore, which is a shame. I used to love a CD player.
Yeah.
Such is life.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
As he turns to lineups from other festivals, Pepsi also present Parklife this year.
What's the Parklife lineup? I don't think I've seen it.
Headlines, Calvin Harris and Skepta.
Oh, he's about a bit this year, isn't he? Calvin Harris?
Is he at Isle of Wight as well?
Yeah.
Do you know what? A couple of months ago, I had the chance, I was in Qatar, and I was at a football match, one of these celebrity football matches. Mr. Beast was playing, and Chunks, an influencer called Chunks, Chunks?
Oh, not personally, no.
Anyway, I was at this football match, and I was Googling, what can I do tonight in Doha, in Qatar? And it's like, oh, Calvin Harris is playing at a festival. And it was only 50 quid a ticket. There were still tickets. And I was like, oh, I could just pop in and see Calvin Harris. Just hop on the
My
metro.
old mate, Calvin.
Yeah. And instead, I went for a kebab. I finished the match and I went for food. I was like, I'm not
it's
sure
what
I can
Calvin
be
would have wanted,
bothered.
you know?
It is, yeah, that's true. And
that's good.
It was really funny because it was a festival, but it was in a stadium, so it's not.
Yeah.
It was basically just a gig with a few big headliners on. And I think it would have been a good night. I think Calvin Harris's first album, actually, maybe it wasn't his first one, but the one with like, ooh, I put on my shoes, like, you know, the OGs. Yeah, I had that album on CD and I used to listen to it on repeat. It was such a good album. Are you saying I made the wrong decision?
I think his newer stuff, I know he's a good producer, no hate to him, but sometimes he makes music with people that I'm not fussed about. But like when it's just him on his songs, he can pop off. So I think you should have taken that kebab to Calvin Harris, 2-in-1, double whammy.
I guess you'll just have to go to Sky Presents Isle of Wight Festival, where he is headlining.
Do you think...
I'm not that predictable.
Do you think they'll show, like, instead of it being, like, covered... Obviously, BBC, I know, don't cover every festival, but, like, do you think it'll be on Sky, like, TV? Isle of Wight?
Yeah, they cover it. Sky Arts
No way!
cover it, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Sunday...
But then, to be fair, I don't have Sky, so I don't know why I'm celebrating that.
Yeah, no. Neither do I. This is just what I hear happens on Sky.
So
I can't afford Sky.
Yeah. How much do you think I earn?
bought all the festival tickets. I can't afford. Honestly, this year I'm going to Boomtown, Green Man, Shambhala, End of the Road, and I just had to cancel one festival, which I haven't mentioned, that was going to be in May, and that was abroad, just because I've got just so much going on. I can't afford Sky. You know how much festival money it would cost me to go get Sky, but. The first big gig that you and I went to see together was The Cure. And The Cure are playing the Sunday at Isle of Wight.
Yeah, it does look... Isle of Wight's quite a good lineup.
You and I could go for the nostalgia.
You're talking about saving money, right? You do realise we have to get a ferry to the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, but do you remember that ferry ride?
It was a gorgeous ferry ride.
We met all of our mates.
It was like we were collecting Pokemon. We were like, oh, there's another person we know. Oh, there's another person. I mean, it does help that we were on the like early ferry because we were volunteering. So we were seeing all of our volunteer friends, but it still felt pretty surreal because we were like, who just happens to be on the ferry on the way to
we go to the Isle of Wight. And then the two of us were like, oh no, you guys go get the bus to the campsite. We're popping into Waitrose.
Oh, there's a really funny photo of me. Maybe I'll post it one day of Bill had bought because in classic Bill fashion, you were like, well, I need to decant this bottle of champagne into my festival water bottle to go into the festival. You know, once you put your tent up, you got that sense of satisfaction.
You can't take glass into the campsite.
No, you can't. You know, you got to be responsible.
Oh, you're not focusing on that. You're focusing on the champagne. Oh, yeah. I get it.
And then it was just such a shame because all of the champagne from the bottle didn't quite fit into Bilal's bottle. So there's a really good photo of me just sat on this park bench outside Waitrose, just like topping up, like finishing off the bottle of champagne. I was like living my best student life there.
Yeah. I was like, should I get you a straw, Tilly? No need.
That's a good photo.
I got this.
Don't even worry yourself, Bilal. I've got this.
But we could go get a ferry and we could watch The Cure, get a day ticket for the Isle of Wight, or Sky Presents Isle of Wight Festival. If you're listening, we will happily accept a day ticket on the Sunday.
I'd love to come. Yeah, but the Isle of Wight lineup looks pretty good, I think, and I like the look of what other lineup do I like? The Truck Festival looked pretty good.
Just whilst we're on that, I do think Sky is a lot better than Virgin Media.
Funny.
What do you think, Tilly?
Personally, I've always been a fan of Vodafone.
Oh, God. We can't be sent more merch. Thank you, Vodafone, by the way. It was very kind. But no, please, no more.
No, but yeah,
I'm sorry, you were saying.
What was I saying? The lineup for Truck Festival looks pretty good.
Okay, I've got so many windows open. Here we go. Right. Sorry, if you can hear me clicking away, it's because Tilly, before we press record, Tilly was reeling off all the festivals that she had looked at the lineups for. She did all the research here, I didn't. and now we've just got a gazillion windows
Actually,
open.
maybe we should move on for Truck Festival because I feel like we'll end up saying something mean about a certain band that rhymes with.
No, we won't. We're professionals, right? Let me run through the lineup and see if you can keep a straight face. You've got supporting, there's the Libertines, and then headlining, you've got Maccabees, Two Door Cinema Club, and the Wombats on a Sunday.
Okay. That's, yep, that's a lineup.
Having a go at bands is so 2025
so last
for
year.
us.
We don't do that anymore. We've turned over a new Wombat.
The Wombats on the Sunday is a great addition to a festival, and I won't hear different.
I think it's a good way to make sure your festival is packed up and ready to go.
Couldn't help it, could you? We promised each other.
I would be there at the Wombats because it's Sunday and you've not got anything better to do, have you?
Oh, that's... Stop. Right, no, we're moving on. Two things we're not doing this year. We're not doing Am I a Festival Dickhead, and we're not doing Pops at the Wombats.
No, we're not. We're not doing Pops at anyone.
Snow Patrol.
Or Snow Patrol.
No,
sorry, Snow
positive.
Patrol. We like you.
Sorry, I called you elevator music, Snow Patrol. I didn't mean it.
I feel like if we ever get a ticket to like a Wombats gig, we're like gonna have to dress up as like Wombats. We're going to have to look like we are super fans.
Go all out.
Yeah.
Like the person who wears the gig t-shirt and stands at the front to say, look, this is how much I love you. We're going to do that. Like that picture you had taken from the bushes of Marcus Mumford eating his lunch in a park. And you had that printed on the front of your t-shirt.
Yeah, correct.
Like that.
No, it's always the person at the front of the crowd who's wearing a gig t-shirt, but it's from like 10 years ago because they're like, yeah, I knew who this person was 10 years ago, you losers.
Yeah. I listened to Rex Orange County before he was cancelled, and now I've brought the t-shirt back. Post cancellation post uncancellation. It's
got a big burn hole in it and then a patch in the middle.
Because I saw that at All Points East.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
he's back.
Rex OC. I thought he wasn't being booked for stuff, but apparently he is.
I think so. And also, I saw who was on the All Points East, Tyler, the Creator. I thought he was having a bit of a difficult time, but he's clearly going to put it together in time for July.
I thought the same. Sporting 21 Pilots is Wonder Horse, and I heard that they were having a bit of a difficult time as well.
I think All Points East is going for the will they, won't they?
That's so exciting.
Yes, you're on the edge of your seat the whole time.
The booking agent is so stressed the day before.
He's refreshing pop culture like, shit, has anything new come up? No, I would love to see those people. To Wonder Horse. I've seen Rex Orange County live.
I really like Georgia Smith's voice.
Oh, I love Georgia Smith. Is she at All Points?
Yeah, on Friday 21st.
Yes, and there's
when
also
I
Lord.
Will be at Green Man.
Oh, good for you.
Oh Lord. Well, I got stick on social media, and I say this because you ignored all of our social media. I've had to start putting in brackets when Bilal. I respond to DMs that it's Bilal here because
you get all the hate.
Yeah, when I go, screw you, troll, and I was like,
from Tilly.
Yeah. Then I put your home address.
Oh, that's why I've been getting really shit emails.
But over the winter, you just ignored all of our social media.
I go into like a cocoon when it's not festival season. And I'm like, don't even talk to me about festivals.
So I've had to explain to people. So I've been responding. So thank you for all the DMs, by the way. We do respond to all of them, even the ones that tell us, do you want to improve your social media accounts? I'm like, have you seen the crap we post? This is we're not doing it because we think it's good.
We're just doing it because we want to.
We genuinely, we are the people who we go, oh, we have recorded it, so we may as well post it. It's like,
Why not? You
don't
know,
try
why
and sell
not?
us professional services to make us, to give us great. Do you want greater reach? No, we don't want to subject more people to this. They've had enough. We need to wrap up because I've got to go play footy. We are going to do episodes through till the end of May, aren't we?
Yeah.
And we're going to do an episode on what makes a particular festival so special for us. So we'll cover Boomtown, Green Man, Shambhala, End of the Road, Isle of Wight. I definitely want to talk about Lakefest because I had such a good time there. Oh, and we'll definitely talk about Shambhala, which for me, magical place. It's still the festival where you can just bump into someone in the middle of the night, strike up a conversation, and you're like, should we be friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's be friends.
And if people want to hear us talk more about Oxfam festivals, I mean, I know we do it quite a lot, but that's how we met. That's how we love doing festivals. You get to see so many different ones. So we can definitely do that again because...
Should we do a volunteering episode?
Yeah, I think we should.
What it's like. Yeah.
And we should do like some funny stories from all of our times volunteering because we have a lot of them.
Yeah. And message us if there's anything you want to include or you want us to include. Just message us on Instagram or TikTok. And inevitably, now that the sun is setting later, Tilly might check the messages.
I may or may not. We'll see.
We said 20 minutes. It's been 35. We've got to wrap this up.
We're done.
Should we go?
Yeah. It was lovely chatting to you, Bill.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it because it's been a while.